In a tranquil village nestled deep within the eastern mountains, there lived an elderly sage who was known far and wide for his wisdom. The villagers sought his guidance in times of joy and sorrow, and his teachings were like precious gems that illuminated their lives. One sunny morning, a young villager approached the sage, visibly agitated. He said, "Wise one, I am constantly tormented by my emotions. They seem to control me, dictating my actions and decisions. How can I find peace and control over my turbulent feelings?" The sage, with eyes as serene as a still pond, invited the young man to sit with him beneath the shade of a gnarled oak tree. He began to weave a tale that carried with it the profound essence of Eastern philosophy. In a distant land, there was a powerful river. This river was known for its wild currents and unpredictable nature. Many villagers feared it and rarely ventured near its banks. However, one day, a curious fisherman decided to explore its depths. He built a sturdy boat, which he named Emotions, and set sail into the heart of the turbulent river. At first, the river's fierce waters tossed his boat about, threatening to capsize it. Fear, anger, and anxiety surged like rapids within him, mimicking the tempestuous river. But the fisherman was determined. With each day that passed, he learned to navigate the river's currents. He studied its patterns, understood its ebbs and flows, and slowly gained mastery over the emotions that had once controlled him. As the seasons changed, so did the river. Sometimes it was calm and placid, while at other times it raged with a fury that seemed unstoppable. The fisherman remained steadfast, knowing that no storm could last forever, and that even the wildest river would eventually find its peace. As the years went by, the fisherman not only became a skilled navigator, but also a wise philosopher. He realized that his journey on the Emotions River mirrored the journey of life itself. Emotions, like the river, were a natural part of existence, and one could not escape their presence. The fisherman's story spread throughout the land, inspiring countless others. People began to understand that emotions, like the river, were forces of nature. They could not be denied, but they could be embraced and understood. Over time, the villagers learned to navigate their own emotions rivers. They discovered that by observing their feelings without judgment, they could gain control over them. They recognized that just as the river could be both calm and turbulent, so could their emotions. Life, they understood, was a continuous journey on the Emotions River. It was not about avoiding the rapids, but about learning to steer one's boat with wisdom and grace. The fisherman's legacy became a symbol of hope and resilience for generations to come. The sage paused, allowing the wisdom of the story to sink in. The young villager listened intently, his troubled heart slowly finding solace in the tale. "Remember," the sage continued, "that the Emotions River flows within each of us. It is a part of our human experience. Instead of battling against it, embrace it. Learn to understand your emotions, for in doing so, you gain control over them. Just as the fisherman found peace and mastery over the river, so can you find peace within yourself." The young villager felt a weight lift from his shoulders, and a newfound sense of determination filled his heart. He thanked the sage for the profound lesson, and left with a sense of purpose. In the years that followed, the young villager became known as a wise and calm leader, guiding his fellow villagers through the ups and downs of life's Emotions River. His story, like the fisherman's, inspired many to find control over their inner currents and live their lives with serenity and purpose. And so, the ancient wisdom of the Eastern Mountains continued to flourish, reminding all who listened that the key to controlling one's emotions lay not in suppression, but in understanding, acceptance, and mastery. The Emotions River, like life itself, could be navigated with grace, leading to a state of inner peace and profound wisdom that flowed like a serene river through the hearts of those who embraced its teachings.